Now we're just waiting till we go live on our live stream, and we should be live now. So here we are in American Truck Simulator, and this is the Dalton and Elliot Highway map, the standalone map, and it's real scale map, and we are doing the second part. Well, it's actually the third part, but it's only the second recorded part or stream part of a trip that I'm doing from Fairbanks up to Prospect Creek. Now if you look at the map, where the cursor is at the moment, that is where my truck is. I'm parked at the side of the road, and we have 119 miles I think still to go, and of course this is a winter route up the world famous Dalton and Elliot Pass. Well, it's more famous because of the ice road truckers. So without any further delay, let's get to it and see how far we can get in this one. Just get rid of the map and get to driving the truck. You can see the weather's closing in again. But we've now got the delineators at the side of the road, which is what we've been waiting on, so we can actually see where we're driving. We'll get powered up. Get the wipers on. And I think we're actually parked. There we are, we're parked right in front of a delineator, so we need to just pull back a bit, take the brake off, that helps. I think we're too high a reverse gear. Right, you're almost good to go. Double check there's nothing coming. Right, off we go. Got my lights on. Now believe me, this is tricky to drive. One of the main reasons is when the weather does set in, the visibility gets bad. The other reason is if you're going too fast into these corners, you're going to lose traction and jackknife. You've got to take it easy. And I think the speed limit, limit's dropped to 50 now or something like that. Or does it get back up to 56? I don't know, but I don't think we were doing much speeding. I wonder if that guy's going to try and pass us again. I'm way on the wrong side of the road. Now we've got a drop, I believe. Again. He's still trying to get past me. I can't hold a straight line. Now I'm already almost lost my bearings there. Yeah, this is the latest version of the map that a lot of people have been waiting on for quite a long time. And I think the map is now at its full length right up to Dead Horse. I don't think it was complete the first time I ever played this map. But there's certainly the snow effects from the external view look better. And of course the snow effects on the windscreen look quite cool as well. Got to take it gentle on these bends because the traction does go, as I've found out to my cost, as I mentioned earlier in the last video. There's quite a few sort of ditches at the side of this road. Once you hit them, we've got a railroad crossing here. Once you hit them, you ain't getting out. I think it's a railroad crossing. I thought it was a sign for one. It's what time is that? 1 PM in the afternoon, is it? I think. Oh, and we're way on the wrong side of the road again. So the trip's estimated to take further 3 hours to complete this, and we'll see how far we can get. This is my third delivery, and of course it's an employer's truck. I don't have my own truck, I don't have any money. It's difficult to see these delineators. Climb. You've got to get ready with the gears because you'll stall if you lose the momentum. Just made it that time. mentioned this previously as well. The road signs are so bloody small. Here's one coming up here, and I'm zoomed in. And the Yukon River's 31 miles, Coldfoot 158, Dead Horse. Now that must be kilometres then. I'm getting confused. I'm looking to see when the first sign comes up for Prospect Creek, because that's where I'm headed to see if it's in miles or kilometres. I'm trying to work out whether it is or it isn't, because we've still got 114 miles to go. This is a struggle. See if we're holding up the traffic. Right, I'm just going to have a look at the chat. Good morning. Oh, yeah, I remember you, yeah. Did you get the Mario map working? This is one long climb. Of course, the upside of that is once you have one long climb, there's sure to be a big long descent after it. I think the snow's getting lighter again. It's almost off. I thought there was something up ahead of us there. I thought there was another truck. That's another bend. We need to be careful here. Now you see there on the right hand side, that's a ditch, although it's maybe difficult to pick out, but if you go over in there, you're not getting out. It doesn't look much, but you are not getting traction to get out of that ditch. And the snow's off for the time being. Now, I've almost lost my bearings again. There's a oil pipeline on the right hand side there. $111 miles to go. Very great. The snow might have gone off, but it looks as if we might be heading into something bad. I don't know. Of course, at 1:10 in the afternoon, and in Alaska in winter time, you would imagine there's not going to be too much light that far north. Again, we just need to watch the speed. Already got damage to the trailer. In the first part of the video I mentioned that on the night before I started recording, when I started this trip, I was trying to find my way into a fuel station, managed to drive straight into a post which damaged the trailer because it was so difficult to pick out the road and where I was actually supposed to go. So I need to be careful for, of course, every time you get damaged you lose money, and I'm not getting much money for this trip. Now, is that something ahead of us? Oh, it's a tree right down the gears. This guy's going to try and get past us again. Again, he's given up. bit of speed to get up this hill. See, it's brighter over that way to the left. It's not quite as bad when you don't have the snow, but as soon as the snow starts falling, your visibility definitely is impaired. It's bad enough trying to pick out the line to follow, but with the wipers going and the snowflakes hitting the screen, it does give you that effect that you're struggling for vision. No doubt about that. So the latest that I've read on Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator is that they are planning to bring out large cargo or large trailers, oversized trailers. I've seen the pictures of them, but of course if you get the right mods, you can already have that in the game. Now I'm assuming that this is going to be a free update, because they have the high value cargo, which is downloadable content, but I would like to think that this would be a free update, because there's so many mods out there, so many good mods that you can get for the games, where you can get you know, large loads if you want. You don't necessarily have to buy the downloadable content to achieve that. A large mountain looming out on the left hand side there. So the game time is 1:24 PM and the estimated time of arrival is 4:11 PM. Which is all dependent on our average speed, of course, but that's still telling us it's going to be almost 3 hours to complete this. It might be a bit sooner if the weather holds out. Now again, we're going to get caught out here with this bend. This is quite a sharp bend. Anybody who drives this map for the first time will more than likely make the mistakes I made, where you're thinking, right, well, you can just get the foot down, there's very little traffic, and then you're not prepared for some of those sharp bends, and you end up throwing the truck into a ditch and you can't get out. Now we're almost caught out here. We just get down the gears quick enough. That's the other thing you will get caught out on, is the gearing, because again, these American trucks, I think this is a 13 speed, you'll get 18 speed, and you have to be in the right gear going up these inclines or you'll just stall the truck, and there's no way of gaining momentum halfway up a hill. You just have to slide all the way back down to the bottom. So I think the first achievement in this second part of the trip is to get under 100 miles to go. I think we've still got about 108 to go yet. If this gear will hold us up to the top of this one. Now if we keep up a reasonable speed, we won't have a lot of traffic trying to overtake us. Not that there's an awful lot of traffic on this road anyway, but most of it is going to be the trucks. And the sky just changed there. That might be another sign of things to come. Or it might be actually just clearing up to a nice blue sky, we don't know. But I noticed the skybox changed there. Now we've got another sweeping climb. Round to the left and then round to the right. This is again where you have to keep an eye on the GPS and don't get too focused as much on the road ahead, because you will get caught out. I think we're just going to make it. Now there's a big ditch on the right there. The road is raised here, and again probably even worse on the left hand side because the land drops away there, but on this part of the route here again, you look across there, that's about a 4 or 5 foot drop, and unless you respawn the truck, you're not getting back out of there. You've only got you don't even get one chance. As soon as you go over the ditch, forget it. Game over, unless you can respawn your truck back onto the road. So to avoid all of that, you really just have to be careful. Yeah, we've got blue sky there now, at least at that part of the sky anyway. Road surface changed slightly. You can actually see the tracks in the road now a wee bit on this part. Now, it's giving you the impression that when the road surface changed there, there's sort of less snow on it, and there's less snow in the trees, so that would suggest that we've came down from a high point on the map. There's definitely less snow round about here by the look of it. So the road is actually easier to follow now because we've got those tracks in front and the delineators at the side. That all helps. And we've got the rumble strip on the inside as well, you can feel that. And we've just dropped down to 100 miles to go. Now gone under the 100 miles, so 99 miles to go. because we've had this climb again, our estimated time of arrival is going later in the day. We're losing minutes again. So I'd imagine at 4:12 PM, if we arrived at that time, it'll be fairly dark. But if we can get our speed up a little bit, that will come down at arrival time. See how these dips in the road are there to catch you out. I mean, that just looked like a bend ahead in the road, but there's quite a drop. Just controlling the speed. We don't want to run away. There's something up ahead of us. Maybe that was the truck that overtook us back there. Maybe we're catching back up with them. He'll start to get away from us again. We're losing momentum. Yeah, we've lost that guy. He's long gone. We're going to need a big downhill section to catch him back up. Well, here's a drop coming right now. Just a word on anybody who might watch this and who wonders why I'm live streaming. There's a lot of people that record videos for YouTube, and then if they're a bit more elaborate than I am, they'll then edit them, which involves the process of editing and then uploading it to YouTube. Now, for me, I've found the most quickest and most efficient thing to do is actually to live stream it, regardless of whether anybody watches you. It doesn't matter. And the best thing about live streaming it is you're live streaming it in HD quality. It's 720 quality, so it's not full HD, but it's still an acceptable format. And the advantage of it is if you have, I think is it DVR mode switched on your channel, that means that anybody who joins your stream, they can look back at the last couple of hours of your stream and catch up with you. The other advantage is that while you're live streaming, your video is being processed as well, and so it actually gets processed at the time you're recording it, and by the time you finish your recording, there's still probably a bit of processing to be done, but it's a lot better than then having to upload it, because then it, depending on the size of the file, can take a couple of hours to get processed. So this is sort of killing two birds with one stone. This is the reason I do it. I mean, it doesn't bother me that I've got, you know, 2 people watching me while I'm streaming. You know, I'm not a PewDiePie looking for millions of subscribers. I just do this for the fun of it. But it's certainly one advantage where if you can't be bothered with doing editing and stuff, adding titles and all of that shit, and make it look nicer, I like to do it in the raw. If I make a cock up, and then it saves a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time to do this. You know, on my days off, I don't like to spend it editing and uploading videos, which I used to do, but no, this is much easier, much more less time consuming to actually do that. So anyway, let's have a little update. We've got 91 miles to go. We'll have a quick look at the map and see if we can find where the hell we are. I probably need to install a map zoom mod on this to make it a little bit more convenient for zooming in now. I'm sure we're well past living good or whatever it's called. We've just got to find the map and try and find where we are on the map. And then when you start zooming in on the map and start working your way up the map, you start to look, it doesn't want to drift over to the left, which is a little bug. So a better map zoom is what I need. You can see that the map's over there, but it keeps wanting to jump to the left. So you start to lose track of where you are. Pump station. I don't know where I am in the map because I can't. I think that's me down there. Is it? Let's have a look. See if we can drag it across. No, it's not letting me do it. Yeah, that needs fixing. No, I can't find myself in the map, so there's no point in looking there. Might as well carry on. But I've got a map zoom mod that I'm going to install the next time and see what it looks like. It'll probably fix the issue. Far too quick now. Well, let's see if we can get past this guy. Put the foot down again just to try and aid us up this incline. losing the tracks in the road again. Now get more snow in the road. Seems to be juddering a wee bit, that truck. Yeah, he's jumping forward slightly. A slight bug. Now, because we've been building up a bit of speed, the estimated time's down to 4 hours, 4 o'clock, 9 minutes past 4 I think it is. Get past him here going down this hill. Pump station 6 we're passing, I believe. Right now. So we are in there somewhere. He always wants to pull over to the left of the map. I don't like that at all. I can't see where we're going. But we're definitely in there, pump station 6. Where the hell is it now? Yeah, we're in that area there. That's where we are. Right. So nothing to do but to plough on. There was a sign there, but goodness knows what it said. Oh shit. This is by the Yukon River then. Right, hang on a minute. Let's go back. Let's go back. I want to see... Where the hell am I? Yeah, I want to go back there. And just take it easy coming down here so we can see what we're actually driving to. I was going far too bloody quick. Let's have a look. Now, what does that sign say? Recreational area, next left. I was thinking that was the Yukon River or passing over there. Maybe it is. Always like to pay attention to the signs. Right, so this is the Yukon River, 25 mile an hour speed limit, wooden bridge. Needless to say, the Yukon River's frozen. It's funny that we're driving on a wooden bridge yet the snow's still coming off the wheels. Indicator on again. So we've got a 25 mile an hour speed limit. So this is a resting place up ahead. It looks like there's a fuel stop up there as well. We'll top up the fuel. I don't think we really need fuel, but we'll go in if we can find our way into the damn place. Problem with the map here, you can see that there's a bit of collision going on. Now, where the hell do we go here? This is the problem, is actually finding your way around here on these roads where there's little or no markings to give you a clue. Like, where do I drive in? Or do you just drive over the snow? Yukon River Camp, food, lodging, fuel and gifts. And of course this is where you can take a rest stop if you need one. Oh, and you can get a repair done as well if you need it. Well, it's not going to cost us anything for the fuel, so we'll just top her up. Now I do have a bit of damage if I remember. Yeah, it's going to cost $1,000 to get it repaired. So we'll get that done. We've also got damage that's irreparable to the trailer and the goods. We can't help that. Right, now how the hell do we get out of here? Honestly haven't a clue how to get out of this place. is that the road there? There's a patch of grass. Maybe that was meant to be the way in. Anyway, we've been there, done that. Now, where the hell's the road going now? Right. Well, I've been on the road for an hour and what? An hour and 6 minutes or something. This part of the journey. Slowly meandering our way north. Get the cruise control on. Get ourselves a bit more comfortable in our chair. ahead. And the time, estimated time of arrival is going back up again to 4 p.m, 11 minutes past 4. I'll get it right eventually. So it's still telling us around 4 o'clock. It'd be good to get it under 4 o'clock, then at least we know we're making a bit of progress and keeping a bit of speed up. Now we've got another settlement up ahead. It's a bit misty and icy looking on this part of the map. Five-mile airport discovered. So that's what that is. That's an airstrip on the right hand side. The question is 5-mile airport, 5 miles from where? Slow down to have a look at the sign here. Seven-mile station, State of Alaska, no services. Department of Transportation and Public Facilities. thing about this map, I don't want to be driving it in the dark with a blizzard blowing. Speeding a bit to try and get that arrival time down. Beginning to lose light. It's just gone 10 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. got, it's at 70 miles to go. 76, I can't read it properly. And we've got the weather closing in now. That's the snow starting. This is where it's easy to get carried away. Oh, good morning. Or yeah, is it still morning here? Yeah, I'm just trying to finish off this trip. I think I've still got about 67 miles to go. The weather's closing in. It's beginning to get dark. Lights up full beam because you can't see the road in front of you because of it. You just glare off the snow. No, I think that that chat that you're reading's from an hour ago. I think he's long gone. To be honest with you, I think he's I think he's got a cracked version of the game itself. I don't think he's got any of the DLC either. And I don't know whether he understood me when I spoke to him the first time about it. But every time I do a stream of the truck and he seems to pop on, But so I think he's got a cracked version. That's why he's got problems. It's getting very difficult to see what's happening here. Suddenly a truck appears. Oops, I've just run over a delineator looking at the chat. No, you cannot drive this map and look at the chat at the same time. You definitely can't. Yeah, we're only 2:30 odd in the afternoon and daylight is going rapidly. So we're going to arrive in darkness, no doubt about that. The Alaskan days are very short this time of year. Let's see if we can get past this chat. There was a road sign there, another bridge. Finding it difficult to spot the delineators, the road markers. Yeah, well, I've got an ashtray in front of me. The problem is trying to light up when you're driving in a blizzard as well. Oh shit, there I've hit another one and I've damaged the truck. I can't bloody well see where I'm going. How much damage have we got now? Hopefully it's not more damage to the bloody trailer. Oh wait a minute, I'm in the wrong bit. Well, we're still 1% on the goods. I did not want to start driving this map at night with snow blowing around. There's another sign, what does that say? Services. Well, what does it say? Santa something? I couldn't bloody well read it. The signs are so small in this map, I can't read them. And that guy we've overtook, he's get fed up waiting. He's decided to get past us. want to have to overtake you in the crown of this hill. God, oh shit. Anything coming here, I'm dead. I've lost the road altogether. There it is. Is that Johan that's watching the stream? I keep getting mixed up. I don't know whether it's Mark or Johan. I'm going to read that chat again. Johan, I've got a question. Is there a good money cheat that currently works with version 1.7? Because I want to reinstall the harsh Russian map. I've got another Kamaz truck I want to try out on it, and I'm just doing quick jobs at the moment, which is shitty. So if you could do me a big favour and post me a link to a money cheat that I can put in with the map, it'd be much appreciated. I don't mean with any of these money cheat engine things. I'm just talking about an SCS file, if you've got one. And while you're at it, I would phone an ambulance, because I think I'm going to end up going off this road. Phone the medics if you've got a minute as well. All I can say is thank God I'm not driving this road in real life like the ice road truckers, because I think you need to be mad. But there's a sign there or something. I thought it was a sign, maybe it was a snowflake. No, it is a sign. Right, shit, I'm stopping to see what that sign says. Oh, here we go. Yes, this is the one I've been looking forward to. The roller coaster. You've seen that in Ice Road Truckers. Yes, I could make one for you. How much money do you want to start with? Oh, that's very kind of you. I would have a couple of million... now, let me think. A couple of £1,000,000 would do nicely, thank you very much. Now, this is one of the parts of the ice. If you ever watched the Ice Road Truckers, you must have watched it. And this is the world famous roller coaster I'm just about to go down and up. I better light up for that one. Right. We'll see what the roller coaster's like in American Truck Simulator, because here we go. There we are. Let's get to it then. Ready for the big dip and the big climb. Make sure we get in the right gear. Well, if there's a roller coaster here, I can't see it. That's the top of the climb right in front of us. Better get some speed up. Oh shit, I've hit a post again. Oh dear. Oh good God. Well, that was a roller coaster, so much for that. The only thing I gained out of it was more damage. Let's see how we are now. We've got 2% damage on the trailer, and we've got, what is that, 8 or 9% on the truck now. Now we're in danger of cutting out. I wonder where the next, in fact I don't even know whether there's any other repair stops on this trip. Right, thanks a lot, Johan. Thanks for your help. The only thing that worries me is that in the harsh Russian map, when you change the currency in that map, it's bugged slightly. Because I usually change it to from Russian rubles, I change it to pound sterling. In fact, if I change it to anything else, I think I usually get a sort of question mark at the beginning of the currency. So I think that's bugged slightly. So I'm not sure whether it'll work or not, but it's worth trying to see if we can get some more cash to start with, and that way I can buy this Kamaz truck and see how it runs. I think I'm only getting about $1,000 for this trip, and probably I'm going to lose 500 of that on damage. Is that a truck at the top of that hill there? I think it is. Yeah, full beam's no use. You can't see shit. So at least we've managed to go up and down the roller coaster. The only thing we won't probably come across is the Atigan Pass, which is the big climb up over the mountain, because I don't think we're going that far north in this trip. I think you need to be heading up to Dead Horse itself to go over the Atigan Pass. And I imagined that these delineators would be taller. They seem very short, even though I'm sitting up in a truck. I thought they'd be taller and easier to see, but they certainly are not. There's definitely a truck up ahead. Yeah, that's no problem, because I'd only just started another profile, so it's easy enough to create a new one and just start from scratch again. It's just that I downloaded another version of the Kamaz truck. I wanted to try it, but then I realised it's going to take me so bloody long to get any money in that harsh Russian map. In fact, you don't get any money, you just keep losing money. And I thought probably easier doing it with a money cheat and just can start from scratch and get a truck straight away. I had a money cheat for one of the previous versions of the harsh Russian map. I think I had about 400,000 euros or something, or more than that, or 4 million euros. And in all the jobs that I did on it, I just kept losing money once I had my own truck. You never make money in that map, you keep losing money because you're paying for repairs all the time and paying for fuel. And then when you finish the job, which can take you 2 or 3 days depending on the distance, you end up with like 10 euros as the price you get for the job, which is crazy. Again, just to be slightly critical, or to offer advice for improvements on maps like this. When you're driving in these sort of winter maps, you know, you've got the nice snow effect and you've got the outside snow effect as well. Now when you're going up these crests and things like that, it would be a nice touch if they actually copied the effect that they've got in the Pro Mods map when you drive over Iceland in the Pro Mods map. I've got a video with that little bit in it that I made, I recorded, and it's got the drifting snow going across the road. You can see the snow drifting off the hill as you're driving up the mountain, and you know, this is crying out for those sort of effects. Or like in the harsh Russian map, where he's got areas where you're driving through a blizzard, you're driving through drifting snow, and that just, as far as I've seen on this map, that seems to be missing. And I don't know whether it's a specific adaptation that Pro Mods have got that's difficult to reproduce for other modders to add into their winter maps or winter mods, but it's a nice effect. And there's lots of opportunities in this map to add those sort of drifting snow effects. I've not seen anything like that in here, and it definitely does need it. So, you know, if I could message the guy, that's one thing I would ask him to try and either try and get or try and steal it out of Pro Mods, one of the two, but it needs something like that to make it. I mean, it's bad with the snow that's fallen and with the visibility being poor, but it could be a lot worse. And the weather, we know in Alaska, gets really severe. You get blowing snow over the roads where you can't see where you're going. So it could get really harsh if it wanted it to. This is also why I posted on the ETS gaming group about something like the Mario map, on the scale that the Mario map is, and with the different landscapes that the Mario map has. The one thing that Eurotruck definitely needs is a better recognition of the climate changes in the countries that you're driving through. I would just love to see the weather suddenly change, you know, when you're going over mountains, for the weather to close in and for you to have snow rather than just rain. Different elevations should have different weather types, and that's one thing if they could crack, which would be good for a lot of the maps. Where the hell am I going here? Now maybe at some point, if they ever bring out a Euro Truck Simulator 3 or a World Truck Simulator 3, maybe they'll look at those sort of things. I still think that this game, even American Truck Simulator, is exactly the same. They need to, and I read on the forum, I wrote on the SEFS forum a couple of years ago about the fact that the jobs that you have in the game are just so linear. You pick up goods from point A and you take them to point B. Well, that's not the way a real truck driver does his job. Most companies who deliver goods, you'll find that the driver will have like 5 or 6 different drop-off points during a delivery day. So he may drop some goods off at point A. Oh, there the sky's changed to a night sky now. We've got another skybox just jumped in there. Yeah, so this job here, for example, that I'm doing, I'm just taking goods from point A to point B at whatever the place is called, something creek, and there's nothing in between. Now I should have been dropping goods off at 2 or 3 different points along the way, and I should have 2 or 3 different deadlines to meet, and that makes it much more interesting. It would probably make it more enjoyable. The snow's about to stop, so we're okay there. And they still haven't added it in. Somebody had already posted something along those lines on the SES forum a long while ago, and it's still not been added in. I mean, they've added other features, but they haven't added anything to change the structure of the jobs, which I find, you know, it gets a bit boring. If only they could then maybe look at adapting things that way, it would improve the game. Yeah, you see I mean, and see, the other thing about the different drop-off points, what surprised me is it must be very difficult or impossible for modders to do to change the way jobs work in the game, because if it was possible, they would have already done it and made multiple drop-off points and multiple pick-up points. I don't even know how far I've still to go. 51 miles, right? Well, that's still too far, so I'm going to be breaking off to go and watch the snooker, which starts in about 50 minutes, well, about an hour or so's time. And I'm going to be looking for a parking spot, and this video is going to go to 3 parts, I think. Now, that other thing, that yeah, the bus simulator thing, is that where the... Oh no, you're not talking about the bus simulator mod for Eurotruck, you're talking about bus simulator. What I was going to say is that last one of those links that you posted in the gaming group Facebook page was for it was for a map zoom, and I'm thinking of installing it into this ATS map here, this Dalton and Elliot Highway, because this is definitely bugged. If you look at the map as it is here, right, and this is the way it comes with the mod itself. If you then zoom in on the map, the problem with this map is of course the scale. You know, we're looking at big distances here because it's a real scale map, but the problem starts once you go further up the map. Now, where did I get to? I haven't reached. See, yes, I went past the airport, so we know we're past the airport. And we're somewhere up here. Now, the difficulty is when you start to zoom in. When I start to zoom in, it immediately goes to the left. And it's difficult to keep track. Well, it certainly is for me. Maybe it's my mouse. See, if I zoom in and I try and sweep across to the left, it doesn't go. I have to zoom out. There's where I'm going to, Prospect Creek. So I'm going to go over to the right, zoom in, and there is my destination. So if I go down here, the map is at such a high scale there, it's difficult to see where my truck is. Now, I know that I'm somewhere on this road here. I can't find out where it is because we went past 7 Mile Station. I went past that an hour ago, I think, almost. Now, if I zoom in, I've lost it. I've lost it. Now, what I did find was the, you know, the original Mario map. I'm talking about a Mario map from about 5 or 6 different versions back. The Mario map used to have a file which is the Mario map zoom fix. Now, I've used that Mario map zoom fix on other maps. In fact, I've used it on newer versions of the Mario map, and it still works. It still works fine. And I'm definitely going to try either the latest one that you put up the other day, or the old Mario map zoom. It's bound to work on this map. I've never had any problems with it not working in other maps, but that's really annoying for me, that. I don't know where I am, so I know there's a rest stop somewhere on this road, but where the hell it is, I don't know. So what I've ended up doing is just parking the truck at the side of the road anyway. So we've got 51 miles to go. I haven't a clue where I am. Let me just zoom out on the GPS. No, it won't go far enough to show me where I'm near, if I'm near anything. Right. So the skybox changed. I'm about to crash into a delineator again. Let's look at the outside. It's looking as if it's going to be a clear, frosty night. Bearing in mind it's only 10 to 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, I would think it would work, yeah. I'll always try all of those things in other maps. To test them and see if they work. It's the other way of finding out whether something's bugged or not, but I'm certainly going to install it in this map and try it in when I go to finish the trip, because I'm certainly not going to finish it today. There's absolutely no sign of anything in front. The only good thing is the snow's gone off, so at least I can see the delineators a little bit better. Looks like forest up ahead that we're going to go through. Oh. train of trucks behind us. Some big mountains ahead. Oh, it's a big climb. Need to get the speed up. Soon find out if I'm in the right gear or not, because these trucks will start overtaking me. Well, I'm pulling away from him. We'll just keep it. What gear are we in? 6th or whatever it is, we'll just keep it there then. Yeah, if you're going up a hill and the AI truck drivers are passing you, then there's a problem. And it's just about finding the right gear to keep the momentum going. So we've been on the road for exactly 2 hours, and we are now down to 47 miles to go, and we're not going to complete this trip on this particular stream. We will do that another day. Yeah, we've lost him. He's still coming up the hill. I've lost where I'm going here. That's what happens when you build up too much speed. I've totally lost the road. I found it again. That's even with no snow falling. It's so difficult to concentrate and keep your eyes on where this road is going. Weather's changed again. It's gone misty. Just looking for a nice spot to park the truck. I was hoping that that resting place that I did see in the map, we hadn't passed it. I don't think we have, but I'm not sure how many miles it is to go to it. We're down to 45 miles. Oh, the road surface has now changed. We can see the little tracks in the road again for a short while, I hope. That makes it a wee bit easier. Now, if the speed limit is 50 here, what the hell's that? What speed's that car going in front of me? Doubt he'll overtake me again. I'll see if we can get past him. wonder what the significance is of the two delineators quite close together. If you notice, we've got delineators there and then we've got two together. Now I wonder if that's a measurement or something. There he goes. Right on cue, he overtakes me again. Now here's another two. I think it must be every 500 metres or something. Here's a sign. I think it's a sign, or it's probably just telling us a bend in the road or a drop. Yeah, that's all it is. A descent. A lot of speed here. Try and get up this hill as much as we can. Doing things a bit crazy now, but just in a desperate effort to try and find somewhere to park. And it helps getting up these inclines once you get down the big dip, rather than crawling up them. Need to watch you don't get caught out with one of these sharp bends or straight into a ditch if you do. Oh, there was another sign. Missed it. Still haven't found a gear. That's it, I think. I think this one's going to hold, is it? Almost. Right, I'm going to have one last look at this bloody map. I'm looking for a little triangle. See, there's a rest stop there. Surely I'm not past that, because there's Prospect Creek there. I can't see my truck there. Is that it there? Wait till I try my other mouse. It might be this bloody mouse. And get this mouse plugged in. Right. No, it's definitely not the mouse. It's definitely the map. Now, I think there's a little blip on that red line there. I think that's where I am, and that's far too far away from that rest stop. So what I'm going to do is I am going to park up at the side of the road and call this one quits, because we've been on the road for 2.25 hours. What score do you give this map from 1 to 10? Well, the thing is, if you've seen the ice road truckers, and if you know exactly what the road, I mean, this road has only specifically been built for the oil companies. You know, most of the vehicles that use this road are only freight companies that are delivering materials for the oil companies that are further up the road, and that's it's really just an access road, so that's all you're going to get, unless there's, I mean, you can't really expand this map either unless you just, you know, put in side roads that lead to other little settlements and things like that. But he's done that for the most part. But yes, it's a long trip and a long drive, but I suppose the only fun thing about it is the fact that you're trying to drive the same route that the ice road truckers are driving, and that's the appeal to it. In terms of actually having a career on this map, then you're not going to be hiring drivers, you're not going to be buying trucks. You just basically, if you do the quick jobs, you'll eventually get a bit more money, a bit more experience, and your journeys will just get longer. And with it being real time, the journeys are bloody long. You know, they're going to be like the harsh Russian, where you're driving for hours. You know, if you've got 100 miles to go, you might be another 2-3 hours driving. On this, you know what you're getting snow. The harsh Russian map, you don't know what you're going to get. But the appeal here is definitely for, I mean, he could have called it the Ice Road Truckers map. He might have got done for copyright infringement and stuff like that, but that's basically what it is. Plus he's got a billboard up along the road. You notice along the road, this is why when I drive a map, especially a new one for the first time, I spend a lot of time stopping and getting out of the truck and going and looking at things to see if they've finished the map off, and, you know, added little touches to keep you interested. He's got an Ice Road Truckers billboard at the side of the road, so you know exactly what it's for, what the map's designed for. And see, the thing is, for me, I'm looking forward to driving up the Attigan Pass, because that's one of the most famous points on the road, and that seems to be, according to the TV series, one of the biggest challenges, to go up the big gradient to about 3,000 metres or whatever the hell it is. And I'm not going to be doing that on this trip because I'm not going far enough north. Right, give me a sec, I'm just going to park up. And I need to make sure I'm not going to park up in a ditch. Make sure that the AI vehicles can get past. That should be okay. Right, we'll put the indicator off, put the brake on. get the engine off, and we'll call this one quits for the day. Right, so we will no doubt return with the final part of this trip at some point soon, but it won't be today. So we'll see you again sometime.